Hello everyone. So this is session number 8 of the food safety and quality assurance session, and the topic which we'll be covering today is quality assessment and safety of different poultry products. Poultry meat is the fastest growing component of global meat demand, and India, and the world's second largest developing country, is experiencing rapid growth in the poultry sector. In India, poultry sector growth is being driven by raising incomes and a rapidly expanding middle class together with the emergence of vertically integrated poultry producers that have reduced consumer prices by lowering production and marketing costs. Integrated production marketing transition from live birds to chilled and frozen products, and policies that ensure supplies of competitively priced corn and soybeans are a key to future poultry industry growth in India. There are a number of small poultry dressing plants in the country. These plants are producing dressed chicken. In additionally to these plants, there are five modern integrated poultry processing plants producing dressed chicken, chicken cut parts, and other chicken products. These plants will manufacture egg powder and frozen egg yolk for export. Procurement and quality inspection of raw material. The poultry intended for slaughter shall be in good health. The precautions shall be taken to minimize the injury to poultry birds. Flock health examination shall be done by qualified veterinary practitioner. Only healthy poultry birds shall be transported in a well ventilated transport systems. Coops, preferably made of plastic and specially designed to be used for transport of poultry, shall be in good condition to avoid injuries to poultry. Transport coops should not be overcrowded, and it should provide enough space for bird. It is advisable not to use any damaged coops, crates or cages to avoid injury to birds during transportation. Holding or the resting area. The holding or the resting area shall be adequate in size to rest the birds. The bird vehicle holding resting area shall have suitable facilities to prevent excessive heat and must be overhead protective shelter. The holding area must have humidification and adequate air ventilation facility to provide comfort during summer season. The bird vehicle holding yard shall have suitable facilities to park transport vehicles in areas that are well ventilated and are protected from sunlight, inclement weather, and extremities of temperature. Ante-mortem examination of birds. The poultry bird shall be subjected to ante-mortem examination by veterinarian before slaughter. Ante-mortem examination shall be done on the lot basis while poultry birds are in coops before or after their removal from the vehicle. A lot is made up of birds from a single house of poultry grown on a particular farm, but it may be as large as several houses of poultry. Lot size determination depends upon the criteria defined by the establishment. For ante-mortem, birds shall be taken out from the sample coops of physical examination for any sign or disease or sickness if required. If in case of any sickness or disease noticed in the poultry bird, the entire lot to be put under examination of sick and diseased bird shall be condemned. Unloading and hanging of birds in overhead conveyor. Unloading of the bird from vehicles shall be done with due care. Throwing of coops must be avoided. Birds shall be held with care and handled by legs on the shackle of the processing line in a dimly lit room with a blue light. Avoid bright lighting. During the hanging process, care shall be taken to avoid fluttering of poultry birds. Stunning. Prior to slaughter, poultry shall be made unconscious by using any suitable method of stunning. It induces temporary loss of consciousness, and water bath, electrical stunning, or gas stunning is used. It induces temporary loss of consciousness and minimizes the reaction of fear, anxiety, pain, and distress to the birds. Stunning equipment shall be properly maintained to confirm that poultry are unconscious prior to slaughter. Stunning efficiency is to be ensured in such a way that the recovery time of bird is maintained within 120 seconds. Slaughtering and bleeding. Slaughtering can be done by different methods of slaughter, such as halal, jhatka, or mechanical. After slaughtering, sufficient time shall be allowed to bleed out the poultry birds effectively. Minimum 150 seconds shall be allowed to bleed out the slaughtered bird before entering the scalder. No live bird shall enter the scalder. Blood collected in bleeding tanks to be removed or regular intervals to avoid contamination. A qualified a qualified and trained veterinarian shall be appointed and be responsible for approving healthy birds for slaughter and check that the birds are properly slaughtered. Scalding and defeathering. Scalding means passing the bird through hot water so as to loosen the feather follicles so that the defeathering of birds will be done effectively. Scalding shall be carried out at appropriate temperature depending upon the size of the bird to loosen the feather follicles. Scaldic process efficiency is determined by the time and temperature combination and it will vary as per machine manufacturer and speed of line. Defeathering means removal of the loose feathers immediately after scalding. Defeathering is done from mechanical defeathering machine with rubber fingers. It can be done in multiple stages to have better quality. Care should be taken to maintain the rubber finger softness to get better defeathering quality and to maintain the rubber finger softness and avoid rupturing of the skin. Feathers collected during defeathering operation must be removed regularly or continuously. Dressing of carcass. The dressing of carcass should only commence after ascertaining that the bird is dead. Evisceration consists of the removal of all internal organs from the slaughter bird. After evisceration, carcass along with the viscera and edible offals shall be subjected to post-examination by the veterinary doctor. General requirements of slaughter area. The slaughter area equipments and implements must be clean, hygienic and sanitized. All tools and equipment used in slaughter should be made of stainless steel and maintained clean and sharp. A qualified and trained veterinarian should be appointed and be responsible for approving healthy birds for slaughter and to check that the birds are properly slaughtered. Non-edible offal should be removed regularly from the evisceration section to avoid contamination. Post-mortem report shall be prepared. Post-mortem examination means a systematic examination of dressed poultry carcass and visceral organs by the veterinarian for evidence of any abnormal condition. Byproduct harvesting. It consists of harvesting, collecting of edible poultry organs. In poultry, the edible byproducts include liver, gizzards, heart, feet, and head. Inner and outer washing. Carcass shall be properly washed from the inside as well as the outside before chilling. The water should be potable water and should be internally tested for physical, microbial, and chemical methods. Carcass chilling. All dressed carcass shall be chilled at or below 4 degrees Celsius. Types of bird chilling: immersion chilling, spray chilling, air chilling. Once the carcass is chilled to less than 4 degrees Celsius, it can be utilized for further purpose. Weighing and grading. Grading of chicken can be done manually or with automatic grading machine. Cutting and proportioning. The above chilled carcass is then transferred to processing hall. The processing hall temperature shall be maintained at an appropriate temperature to maintain the quality of the product. The cutting and portioning consists of cutting the whole chicken to pieces as per customer requirements. The knives and other accessories are properly sanitized before regular intervals after use. After the storage, bins, crates and other storage facilities shall be cleaned and sanitized before and after use. The freezing can be done either using blast freezer or plate freezer or IQF. During freezing, core temperature of the product shall be minus 18 degrees Celsius. Metal detection. All finished products shall be passed through metal detector. Metal detector shall be calibrated, verified at frequency appropriate to assure the food safety. Secondary packing. Secondary packing. Frozen meat products after passing through metal detector shall be packed in suitable containers. Secondary packing material shall be secured to prevent spoilage and contamination during transit or storage. Chilled poultry meat and poultry meat products shall be stored at or below 4 degrees Celsius. Loading and dispatch of finished products. The dispatch vehicle shall be checked for presence of any contamination, cleanliness, unacceptable odor or proper working of refrigeration system before loading. Warehousing. Stacking methods and height depend on several factors: resistance of other packing, handling techniques and thermal state. Transportation. All the transport system are expected to maintain the temperature of the processed meat and meat products within close limits to ensure its optical safety. That's all for this session. Thank you.